Memory. What is it? How does it work? And why is mine so terrible? For answers to these questions, I set up an interview with memory expert Dr. Susan DeSanti. Dr. Susan, what is memory?
Memory is a cognitive function that allows us to encode information and then to recall it at a later time.
I've heard that drugs such as Intellectol and Ginkgo biloba can do wonders for your memory. What do you think about these drugs?
Some people find that when they take these drugs that their memory has been improved. For example, if you take a candy bar or some load of glucose at some time when you want to remember something, it's possible that your memory will improve just by taking sugar and having more sugar available.
You call yourself a memory expert. Well, here's a little memory puzzle for you. Why is it that I can remember vividly the day that my dog Stanley died, but I have virtually no memory of my friend Rick's bachelor party, and that was a week ago?
It's unlikely that you would remember nothing about it unless you were inebriated. So for an event to happen and you say, I have no memory of it at all, it's probably unlikely. The fact that you remember something like your dog dying 10 years ago, again, it's a very powerful event. And when events are quite powerful, they stay in your memory longer.
Very interesting. Testing is a problem for a lot of students. What advice would you give to help them improve their memorization skills?
Not everybody learns in the same way, and not everybody can remember things in the same way. So, for example, using a multimodality approach might be important for some people. So if you're studying for a test, you might want to write things down, say them, use visual aids as well. So the more modalities you bring together, the more likely you are to remember.
It's funny you should mention writing things down. A technique I used to use during tests, I would write everything I needed to know in very small handwriting on a small sheet of paper, and then I would bring that into the test with me. And when I looked at that piece of paper during the test, all of that information would just come flooding back to me, and I would do very well.
No, that's not really memory. That's copying.
Fine. I don't remember a lot of what Dr. Susan had to say, but I feel like I learned a lot. I may never know what happened at Rick's bachelor party. I may never fully understand how memory is formed and stored. But what I do know is that I miss my dog Stanley.